Hi, Jim Ziegler, the Alpha Dog, with another tip for sales managers. Now, back in the day, when I was working in retail, I was working for a dealership, Dyer & Dyer Volvo in Atlanta. We went from 40 units a month to 850 units on our best month in less than a year and a half. Now, I'm talking about a Volvo dealership, not Chevrolet, Toyota, Ford, Honda. No, I'm talking about a Volvo dealership that went from 40 units a month to 850 units a month in less than a year and a half. Now, truthfully, I was not in charge. I was one of the managers. I don't want to take credit for that growth. There was a team of extremely talented managers. I was one of them. I was a crucial part of that team. I was a cog in the wheel, but I wasn't in charge. I want to make that clear, that I'm not taking credit for that growth. But at Dyer & Dyer Volvo, we created a lot of the procedures that are commonplace in the dealership today. We were inventing new ways to do car business. One of the things that we did, one of the procedures we invented, was the manager callback, the taillights callback. And a lot of dealerships need to do this today, right now. If a customer doesn't buy a car for any reason, and that customer is qualified to buy the car, very important part of that. The customer is qualified to buy, but they didn't buy. No sense in calling people back if you're never going to be able to make a deal with them. No, a customer that's qualified to buy within 12 hours, no more than 24 hours, working hours. 12 to 24 working hours, a manager will be on the phone with that customer. Now, we still allow salespeople to do the callbacks, but a manager will call that customer back and do an exit survey. And we will invite the customer back for a second chance. Now, a lot of people aren't doing that. You're letting these people drift into the past and evaporate. Now, what did we say to the customer? Very important. Okay, well, first of all, let's be sure that we're calling back qualified people. There are some people that could never buy a car no matter how many times you get them back in the dealership. Their credit is way too bad, they're way too upside down, they're way too unable to buy. If the customer's unable to buy, you got them back 50 times, you could never sell them a car, don't waste your time with those people. Denote in the CRM that they were unable to buy at this time. And we're not going to call those people back, and we're not going to expend any amount of time trying to get that person back. But people that didn't buy a car and are able to buy a car within 12 hours, no more than 24, a manager or a CRM representative will make the outbound phone call inviting them to come back. Now, what do you say to these people? What do you say to get them back in the dealership? Here you go. Hello, Mr. Customer. My name is Jim Ziegler. I'm a customer care representative from Friendly Chevrolet. I'm a customer care representative. I answer directly to the dealer, and our dealer, Mr. Smith, asked me to call you personally. Am I lying? Well, every dealership, the dealer told you to call the customer. So my dealer, Mr. Smith, personally told me to call you. We see that you were in the dealership yesterday, and we'd like to know the main reason that we didn't do business. I want to apologize to you that we didn't have the car you were looking for. Now, if the trade-in was an issue, I know that. We've already discussed it in the daily Save-A-Deal meeting. We've already discussed it. I already know why this customer didn't buy. And in this case, it's the trade-in. So I say to the customer, Mr. Customer, I'm really sorry that we didn't have a car that you were interested in. Oh no, Mr. Ziegler, you did have the car we wanted. You just didn't give us enough money for our trade-in. Okay, there you go. You didn't give us enough money for our trade-in. That's the answer I'm looking for. And I say, oh my gosh, Mr. Customer, what kind of car do you have? Mr. Ziegler, we have a Honda Odyssey, a 2014 model. You've got a 2014 Honda Odyssey. Is it high miles? Oh, no, Mr. Ziegler. It's 6 years old. It's got 70,000 miles on it. It's right in line. Yeah, it really is. Mr. Customer, I am so sorry that we didn't give you the figure you were looking for. But we have buyers all over the state who specialize in Honda products. Professional buyers that specialize in Chevrolet products, that specialize in Ford products, whatever they're driving. We have professional buyers. Now we really do, but I don't tell the customer they're wholesalers. So we're not going to tell a lie. We're never going to tell a lie. Mr. Customer, we have professional buyers that specialize in Honda products and pay top dollar. Now, I'm sure we didn't call one of those yesterday when you were in, but I would like to make an appointment with you and an appointment with one of the professional buyers that specializes in that car and see if we can't get more money for your Honda. What time would be good for you? We're available today at 2 o'clock, or would 6 o'clock be better for you, or what time tomorrow? Listen to that word track. That word track is incredible. We have professional buyers that specialize in that model, and that is a true statement. We have wholesalers that do specialize in Honda products, and I can have one of them here. Or we can have one of them on the phone, whatever. But anyway, the idea is to get that customer back to the dealership. We have found out statistically that a customer that visits a dealership the second time, even if you offer them the same figures you offered them last time, generally they'll buy a car. Now, what if the customer says, well, we couldn't get together on the numbers? Once again, Mr. Customer, I answered directly to the dealer. Mr. Smith asked me to call you personally. The dealer asked me to call you, and I answered directly to them. I can make the deal. Would you meet with me personally? What time is good to take a look and re-examine that deal completely and see if there's any more money for you? Once again, the taillight's call. Now, whether the BDC makes that call or the manager makes that call, I would not have the salesperson make that call. They've already blown the deal. They already know about the deal. I have to be a third-party manager or third-party BDC that professes I don't know about the deal. Because if you know about the deal, let's do it on the phone. I don't want to do it on the phone. I want them in person. If the customer personally comes back to the dealership, chances are pretty high they're going to buy a car. Just another tip from the Alpha Dog.